Hey, everybody, and welcome to Empowered Living. I'm really excited that you guys are here, and we're going to have a great conversation. So, as soon as you come into the session, please let me know where you're watching from. Tell me if you're in North Carolina, if you're in the US, if you're in Paris, wherever you might be. Type in the chat to let me know where you are watching me from. I'm Dr. Priscilla, and I am a diabetic. You'll notice from the topic today that I'm going to talk about two distinct things. I'm going to talk about how to take control of your type 2 diabetes and the power of 10. I'm going to compare the two, how they are similar, and how you can work whichever energy you want to focus on today or tomorrow or whenever the opportunity is there for you. The key is having the knowledge of what it is that you're trying to do, even if you're not exactly sure how to accomplish that goal. So, the first thing that I want to say is, again, I'm Dr. Priscilla, and I am a diabetic. I have type 2 diabetes. This starts out by just introducing myself. And oftentimes, if you have heard of Alcoholic Anonymous, this is what the individuals will do. They'll enter into a room where it's a safe space, and they will declare their name and say, I am an alcoholic. I'm not an alcoholic, but I am a diabetic, and I'm very much aware of most of the things or many of the things that I need to do, which I'll call prerequisites, to make sure that I'm on a path of wellness. And I learned about being a diabetic about 2 years ago. It was during December. Let me check something. And if you are watching me live, that is fantastic. Please let me know where you're watching me from. And I just want to make sure that I am coming across live. And let's see. Gmail. I'm going to check my phone since I don't see anyone in the session at the moment. Inbox. If you are here, let's see. I can see that. Hey, Napur, how are you? Thank you so much for joining. Let me know in the chat. Type the number 2 if you are able to hear my voice. That way I'll know that you are hearing me and you can see me clearly. I'm doing fine. I'm doing phenomenal, actually. It's been a minute since I've seen you, and I promise to go and visit your channel as well today at the end of this live stream. So thanks so much for joining me today. Could you tell me if you can hear me just by typing the number 2? And thanks for the thumbs up as well. Type the number 2 if you can hear me. And I'm checking on my own phone as well. And I don't know why it hasn't come in. Inbox. Well, I can't get a response on that. So I'm going to go quickly to my Gmail and see. Obviously, I'm live because you're here, and I appreciate that as well. And social, it doesn't show. There it is. It says now live. It just popped up. Now live. So today our topic is type 2 diabetes and YouTube. along with the power of 10. So thank you so much for joining me. And oops, now I have that open. I need to close this one. Hopefully I didn't close the wrong one. Okay, I think I'm good now. All right, so thank you so much, Napir, for being here. I really appreciate you showing up. And I can echo. Why am I hearing an echo? Why am I hearing the echo? I don't know. All right, maybe the echo is gone now. All right, so I think I'm good. I'm in good standing. So I want to tell you that 2 years ago, I learned that I was a diabetic, and it was around Christmas time. I had scheduled a doctor's appointment because I just wasn't feeling good. I wasn't feeling good at all, and she took my blood pressure, my temperature, your standard things that you do when you go to the doctor. And she asked me a lot of questions, and I answered all of the questions to the best of my ability. I just didn't know why I wasn't feeling good. I thought maybe my newest grandbaby was taking its toll on me, but I just wanted to be sure that I wasn't overlooking something. And to my surprise, my blood sugar reading was over 500. So I don't really even remember exactly what it was. And she told me at that particular point in time that she wanted me to go immediately to the hospital. And I'm thinking to myself, whatever it is that I'm feeling, I don't think that it required me to go to the hospital. And I asked if there was something else that I could do. And she asked about my thyroid doctor. Had I seen my thyroid doctor? And it had been a while since I had seen my thyroid doctor. So I wasn't overly concerned about that. And trying to get an appointment with another doctor in December, I think it was like December 22nd, was near impossible. But she did call my doctor, my thyroid doctor's office, and my doctor had already left for the holidays and would not return until January. So she recommended that I go to the hospital. And I said, no, I couldn't go to the hospital, not knowing the seriousness of the situation. And she put me immediately on insulin. And I'm thinking, I know I don't need insulin, but I needed to get my numbers reduced very quickly. And the best way to do that was to be on insulin. So she gave me a prescription to get insulin. And I did. I went immediately to the doctor's pharmacy and I had the prescription filled. So I don't know if anyone that is listening has ever experienced anything that is life threatening, such as that. But if you have, you want to take every precaution to make sure that you are as safe as you possibly can. While my concern was being able to take care of my grandbaby, I should have perhaps been thinking of something like this. If I can't take care of myself, there will be no self to take care of my grandbaby. So if you're getting that point of view, never undervalue yourself and what you can do to make sure that you are as healthy as you can possibly be. And that's the gist of what I wanted to talk to you about today in terms of being aware of your health. When you're going to the doctor, and in my case, if you're paying someone to give you advice, it is a good idea to follow that advice. So today, as I talk to you about taking control of your health and taking control of what you want to happen on the YouTube channel, this is two things that I'm going to share with you: the power that you have to control your health and the power that you have to grow your YouTube channel. When you understand how your body processes sugar in the case of diabetes, When we eat carbohydrates, our digestive system breaks down into glucose, which enters into your bloodstream. Our pancreas releases insulin, which is a hormone that moves the glucose from the blood into the cells for energy. So when I said I was extremely tired, my cells were not doing the things they needed to do to create the energy for me to entertain and play with my grandbaby as I felt that I should be able to do. So with a type 2 diabetic, you may not be producing enough insulin, or if you're producing the insulin, it is not being used effectively in the body. And when this insulin is not being used effectively in the body, this is called insulin resistance. Insulin resistance. Without enough effective insulin, what happens is that your glucose builds up in the blood instead of going into the cells. So over time, this blood sugar damages blood vessels. It damages your nerves and other organs. So your doctor may ask, do you have any tingling in your fingers and tingling in your toes? Now, why is it important? It's important because there are consequences. If your blood sugars are not controlled, it increases the risk of heart disease and stroke. This typically happens in older people, and I'm an older person myself now, but my aunties and my uncles often talked about having tingling in their fingertips and in their toes, and several of them actually have had a stroke and now since have died, not because of the stroke, but they're no longer alive. When you have diabetes, it can sometimes lead to your needing to have dialysis, and this nerve damage can lead to the loss of feeling, especially in your feet. It can damage your eyes, leading to vision loss or blindness, and it can also weaken your immune system, making it harder for your body to fight um, infections. Now, you may ask yourself, what are some of the risk factors for type 2 diabetic? Look at your family history. That's a great place to start. To look at your family history, poor diet, and I was definitely a culprit for having poor diet, not eating well like I should. So if you have a poor diet, that could be part of the problem. So you want to be sure that you're eating as well as you can. Exercise is a key factor in reducing your risk of diabetes or minimizing the risk of having diabetes. And think about being overweight. If you're overweight, you're carrying around extra fat, typically around the abdomen. Okay. Now, I want to say that I am an African American, and there are certain ethnic backgrounds that are predisposed, I guess, to becoming diabetics. So, what are some of the warning signs? If you have an increased thirst, if you're frequently urinating, blurred vision, if you're extremely tired, or if you have uh, sores that takes a very long time to heal. All of these are warning signs. These are all warning signs. So let me ask you, do you know what some of the things are that you can do to control and prevent type 2 diabetes? Well, you can take control of type 2 diabetes and perhaps even prevent having it by eating a healthy diet of whole grains, lean proteins, and vegetables. Exercise regularly. This helps your body use the insulin better. It lowers your blood sugar, and it also boosts your overall health. Another thing to do is to monitor your blood sugar levels. Now, I have this device that I use that I prick my finger, put the strip in here to get the reading, and I have these types of strips that you may be familiar with or not, but I will prick my finger and use a strip like this and insert it into the machine to get my reading. But it's important that you maintain a healthy weight. Even losing 5 to 10% of your body weight, if you're overweight, can improve your health. So I want to encourage you to work closely with your health care provider to track your progress and adjust your plan, your eating plan, exercise plan as needed, and eliminate as much stress as you possibly can from your body. Exercise in itself improves insulin sensitivity. It does lower your blood sugar naturally, and it strengthens your heart. Why is monitoring blood sugar important? It tells if your treatment plan is working. If you don't write it down, if you don't keep track of it, you may not know what is working and what isn't. Monitoring what you're doing gives you results of your levels. It can help you understand the activity and the stress that is affecting your body. So please make sure that you're providing your doctor with this important data. I hope that you're understanding what I'm suggesting now. And if you're watching this as a replay, that's perfectly fine. What I want to say also is this. These are the same tenets that I want to talk to you about applying to the power of 10. The power of 10 is a community, and if you look in the top, you'll see that I have pinned a link to the power of 10. This is a community of individuals that are all working together to help you grow, monitor, and secure information that is going to help you succeed in these YouTube streets. It is a substantial number of committed YouTubers getting together, just like you're getting the tools you need to monitor your blood sugar. The community, the power of 10, or YouTubers just like yourself getting together to support each other. What we will be doing is watching, commenting, and sharing on each other's videos, just like eating a healthy meal. This is the activity that you will do for approximately 30 consecutive days if you're seeking 4K watched hours, and you will also, in the interim, get subscribers. So, as I said, we started out talking about diabetes. So let me ask you, are you at risk of stopping your YouTube channel because you're not getting the action, the activities that you are expecting? If you want to grow your YouTube channel, I want to suggest that you consider joining the Power of 10 and commit yourself to consistent support. Just type power in the chat, or better still, click the link in the chat that will give you access to the document that will alert me that you're interested in looking at what it is that we're doing to build your YouTube channel. So just click that link. We are a committed group of YouTubers. We will watch and engage with your content. Not only do you need subscribers, but you need people who are going to comment on what it is that you're writing or you're submitting. And when you have someone commenting on what you're doing, the algorithm is going to alert people that are not even in this community become aware of what it is that you're doing, giving you even more exposure. So you will find real strategies to reach your YouTube goals faster. So I'm inviting you today as a participant of my YouTube channel, Empowered Living, to join me and others in illuminating the possibilities, the endless possibilities of your YouTube channel. If you're watching the replay, I want to say, please let me know that you're watching the replay. If you have questions or comments, please leave them in the chat, and I'll be more than happy to get back with you with a response. Until my next live stream, I'm Dr. Priscilla of Empowered Living. Bye for now. Thanks, everyone.